Okay. Hi everyone. Good evening. How are you all? ठीक है? Okay, sorry. I was on some urgent call, so it took me some time. How are you all doing? Doing good? बोलोगे तो हो नहीं, तुम लोग. ठीक है. Now, the first topic of the day that we are going to cover is Lipu Lake Pass dispute explained. ठीक है? Now, Nepal objected earlier this week to India and China announcing the reopening of border trade through the Lipu Lake Pass. अच्छा, tell me, बच्चों, do you know this thing that China and this क्या बोलते हैं Nepal, India has also announced that they will resume trade. You know this? बताओ. You know this, right? And this you Swaketa, you don't know this? No worries, बच्चा. अच्छा, it is in which backdrop? Tell me. It is in which backdrop? If you guys can tell me that why something like that has happened, why? Abhi to they were fighting on such bad terms, but what happened suddenly that they are resuming trade? Anybody? A little yes. In the meanwhile, I'll put it on charge. Tariff. Very good, Vaishnavi. Yes, that is the reason. The US tariff. ठीक है? Now, what are they planning? They are actually planning to, give, we can say, give a tamacha to US. Whatever US is doing with respect to the tariff and all. ये लोग कह रहे हैं कि this India, Russia, China, they are saying they are of this opinion that at least we should come together so that we can challenge this US hegemony. ठीक है? That is the reason. So before we begin, I thought I should give an introduction. Nepal objected earlier this week to India and China announcing the reopening of the border trade through the Lipu Lake Pass. Now, how are they going to do the trade? This is through the Lipu Lake Pass. Citing its claim over the region, India has reopened border trade with China through Shiplika, Himachal Pradesh and Nathula, Sikkim also. So basically, the trade is open from all the passes. Nathula Pass, that is in Sikkim, Shiplika Pass, that is in Himachal Pradesh, and Lipu Lake Pass. This Lipu Lake Pass is in Uttarakhand, everybody. ठीक है बच्चों? Everybody, first of all, tell me, is it clear till here? I don't think there was anything that is not clear. ठीक है. Now, India has refuted Nepal's claims over the region as has stated that the region falls within India's territorial sovereignty. ठीक है. Now, what is Nepal saying? Nepal is saying that this Lipu Lake Pass is falls in Nepal. ठीक है. This is their claim that a map was drawn in 2020 in which Lipu Lake was included in Nepal in the map. ठीक. Now they are saying, how can you trade from a region that is in Nepal? India has refuted those claims and has stated that Lipu Lake falls within India's region that is in Uttarakhand. Everybody clear till here? पहले बताओ. Why is it in news? Is it clear? ठीक है. Great. Okay, great बच्चों. KP Sharma Oli government that was in power in 2020 had released a new political map that showed India's Lipu Lake, Kalapani and Limpiadhura under Nepalese territory. All of them are in Uttarakhand. And now whatever map they drew in 2020 in Nepal, they have shown these territories to be in Nepal. But these territories, India claims, obviously India is our country, it belongs to these regions belongs to India. ठीक है, everybody. Now, all these areas, whatever 3 areas that that are there in the previous slide, are located in Uttarakhand, Pithoragarh district and hold strategic and cultural significance. They are located on the India-China-Nepal tri-junction. Very, very important. Okay, everybody. Now, these regions of Kalapani, Lipu Lake and Limpiadhura, it lies on the tri-junction of India, China and Nepal. Hello, batao, is everybody clear till here? Everybody? Okay. It is strategically. Siri, are you fine now? Your throat? You were not well, I think, last week. Are you doing good now?
Yes, ma'am.
It is Hanji?
Yes, ma'am, I am doing good.
You're doing good. That's great, बच्चा. ठीक है. Now, it is strategically located at a high altitude of 17,060 feet and just 4 kilometers away from the line of actual control. Now, what is line of actual control? Everybody, LAC is line of actual control. That is a border between India and China. ठीक है. देखो, when it comes to the border between India and China, there are disputes with respect to a lot of regions. Let's say in Ladakh, in Arunachal Pradesh, there is a dispute कि whether that area belongs to India or China. I hope you all know China की तो बहुत expansionist policy है कि भाई सब हमारा है, सब हमारा है, सब हमारा है. But it cannot happen like that, right? Everybody. ठीक. तो इन द मीन टाइम दे हैव क्रिएटेड अ डी फैक्टो बॉर्डर कि जहां जो बैठा है वैसे रहेगा एंड दैट इज व्हाई द होल बॉर्डर बिटवीन इंडिया एंड चाइना इज नोन एज द लाइन ऑफ एक्चुअल कंट्रोल. ठीक. नाउ वेयर इज दिस लोकेटेड? लिपुलेख पास. ये के जस्ट 4 किलोमीटर्स पे है. ठीक. तो बेसिकली वी कैन से बिल्कुल इंडिया चाइना बॉर्डर पे है. ठीक. ऑब्वियसली ट्रेड करने के लिए इन्होंने चाइना के साथ दैट लिपुलेख पास इज बीइंग ओपन फॉर द ट्रेड. ठीक है. दैट वाज रिटन announcing the reopening of border trade through the Lipu Lake Pass. ठीक है. An 80-kilometer road route was inaugurated in May 2020 by Defense Minister Rajnath Singh from Dharchula to the Lipu Lake Pass. The Kailash Mansarovar Yatra pilgrims exit India into China from this route. And now, पहले ये समझते हैं कि देखो, Nepal is saying that this route, this Lipu Lake Pass does not belong to you because it lies in where? Tell me guys, it lies in where? हाँ जी, guys, can you hear me? It lies where? Nepal says, बताओ, what is the claim of the Nepal, बच्चों? This Lipu Lake Pass lies in. The claim of Nepal is. Tell me. You guys aren't answering, huh? Nobody is answering. What happened, बच्चों? What happened? Why aren't you answering? हाँ जी, what happened? The person you are calling. तुम लोग जवाब क्यों नहीं दे रहे हो? If you guys can hear me, why aren't you answering? Lipulak Lake Pass lies in Uttarakhand, wherein Nepal claims that it lies in Nepal. ठीक है? इसमें क्या? What was the rocket science, बच्चों? ठीक है. So now what happens? ठीक है. Everybody, have you heard of this Kailash Mansarovar Yatra? कैलाश मानसरोवर यात्रा सुनी है आप लोगों ने? एटलीस्ट वो तो बताओ. कैलाश मानसरोवर यात्रा इज इन चाइना. ठीक है. दिस टेम्पल इज इन चाइना. ठीक है. So now, if any pilgrim has to, go, ठीक है, they have to take either the route of Nepal, Sikkim, ठीक है, in which बच्चों, my voice is breaking today. Am I audible now, बच्चा? वैष्णवी, is it clear now? ठीक है, do let me know when it is breaking. Just give me a ये वाला thumbs up, नीचे वाला, कि मैम your voice is breaking. I'll get it. ठीक है. Now, whenever these people who are going to Mansarovar Yatra, they have to travel to Mansarovar temple. What they have to do, ठीक है, pilgrims, what they do, they have to take a route either through Nepal or through Sikkim, in which around 80% of the travel is in China and only 20% is in Sikkim or Nepal. They have to take a very longer route for this Mansarovar Yatra. Now, with the opening of the Lipu Lake Pass, it was recently made from Dharchula to the Lipu Lake Pass. A road was constructed. Now, these people, if they want to go to Mansarovar Yatra, they can travel mostly majority in India, and from Lipu Lake Pass they will enter Tibet. Okay, it is all written in the slides. Don't worry. From Tibet they can directly go to Mansarovar Yatra. So, if we talk about the Lipu Lake Pass, the convenience, the importance of Lipu Lake Pass is that it has a religious significance. पहले बताओ religious significance समझ में आया है सबको? Everybody tell me. Everybody tell me religious significance समझ में आ गया सबको? Everybody पक्का? ठीक है. Now, significance of the Lipu Lake Pass. It is strategically located at a high altitude of 17,060 feet and just 4 kilometers away from the line of actual control and the de facto India-China border. An 80-kilometer route was inaugurated in May 2020 by Defense Minister Rajnath Singh from Dharchula to the Lipu Lake Pass so that the travel can be easier. The Kailash Mansarovar Yatra pilgrims exit India into China from this route. Basically, if they take this route, they exit India. ठीक है, वहां से Lipu Lake Pass से obviously the China is closed. They exit India and they enter China through Tibet. Earlier, pilgrims had to take Nathula Nepal routes for the Kailash Mansarovar Yatra. They covered 20% route on Indian roads and 80% in China. The Lipu Lake route allows pilgrims to travel 85% of the route on Indian roads and rest in China. ठीक है, पहले बताओ, is this point clear to everyone? बच्चों, ठीक. Now, strategic importance. The Indo-China border roads, as they are known, were conceptualized in the late 1990s by a consultative group called the China Studies Group. So there was a group, the China Studies Group, इंडिया का ही था, चाइना का नहीं था, ठीक है. तो इन्होंने एक वो बनाया था, चाइना स्टडीज ग्रुप, जिसमें इंडिया चाइना की बॉर्डर रोड कंस्ट्रक्शन होनी थी सो दैट इंडिया कैन हैव इजी एक्सेस टू चाइना. तो बेसिकली देयर शुड बी रोड connected to China. The Cabinet Committee on Security, consisting of the Prime Minister, Finance Minister, External Affairs Minister, Defense Minister, and Home Minister, cleared the India-China border roads for construction in 1999. But it couldn't happen. ठीक, ये हो नहीं पाया. Though it was passed, but बन नहीं पाई roads बहुत ज्यादा. Now what happened? Have you guys heard of the Doklam standoff? एक डोकलम इशू हुआ था 2017 में इंडिया और चाइना के बीच में ना. बहुत मतलब देयर वाज अ डिस्प्यूट सिचुएशन बिटवीन इंडिया एंड चाइना. हाँ जी फैज, क्या हुआ बच्चा?
बाय मिस्टेक.
अच्छा, ओके. सो वहां पे डिस्प्यूट हो गया एंड नाउ इंडिया रियलाइज्ड कि ये ना बहुत जल्दी दीज चाइनीज पीपल एंटर इंडिया वेरी फास्ट बिकॉज दे हैव गुड रोड एक्सेस देयर. तिब्बत एरिड एरिया है, हिली है, बट द रोड्स आर इजी. ठीक है, तिब्बत के थ्रू दे एंटर इंडिया. बट व्हेन इट कम्स टू इंडिया, बॉर्डर्स देखो कहाँ कहाँ पे हैं. लद्दाख, अरुणाचल प्रदेश, उत्तराखंड, सब ऊपर ऊपर वाली जगह पे जहाँ पे रोड नहीं है. एंड इफ लेट्स से इफ देयर अराइजेस अ सिचुएशन इंडिया और चाइना के बीच, देयर इज अ डिस्प्यूट, व्हाट हैपेंस नाउ? Indians cannot, Indian Army, Navy, whatever it is, Indian Army cannot reach China easily. ठीक. So they realized after the 2017 Doklam standoff कि भाई something needs to be done. We should construct roads. After the 2017 Doklam standoff, India, Sikkim, China, Bhutan tri-junction. This was the Doklam standoff that happened between India and China. India realized that road infrastructure needs to be improved for efficient ferrying troops and arms to high altitude border passes. तो अगर आराम से आपको high altitude के border passes पे जाना है, तो you need to have good roads. Thereafter, India expedited. एक second. India-China border roads उसके बाद बनना शुरू हुई. One of the key projects among these roads is the Dharchula-Lipu Lake road. ठीक. तो this Lipu Lake pass holds very much. It's very important for protecting our country. Now, guys, tell me what are the three? What are the two significance of the Lipu Lake pass? Tell me. Three, in fact. बताओ क्या तीन है? मैंने तीन बताए हैं. बताओ. Religious significance for the protection of the country. ठीक है. And one more, trade. अगर चाइना के साथ we have to do trade तो we need to have that Lipu Lake pass open, no? ताकि सारे routes open हो. Clear everybody? बताओ. Lipu Lake pass की significance पता चल गई सबको? Everybody clear? ठीक है. Now important India China बॉर्डर पासेस. बॉमडिला अरुणाचल प्रदेश. ठीक है. बॉमडिला इट इज द नेम ऑफ द पास. ठीक है. इंडिया चाइना का जो बॉर्डर है उसका नाम है बॉमडिला विच लाइज इन अरुणाचल प्रदेश. डोंगकाला, डोकलाम, जिलपला, नथुला, नाकुला, चोला, ऑल दीज आर सिक्किम में. ठीक है. दिस बॉर्डर बिटवीन इंडिया एंड चाइना, दिस पासेस. ठीक है. इमिसला, कारोकरम पास, खरदुंगला, कोंगला पास, रेजांगला, दे आर इन लद्दाख. शिप्लिका इज इन हिमाचल प्रदेश. दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. लिपू लेक, माना पास. This is also very important. और कौन सा important है? Nathula is important. Chola is important. Karakoram is important. These are important passes between India and China. The question directly is that let's say Shiplika Pass is a border pass between India and China. ठीक. Facts about Nepal. Nepal PM KP Sharma Oli. Landlocked Himalayan country. Landlocked Himalayan country. Since it's a landlocked, there is no port in there. सी नहीं है वहां पे. लैंडलॉक्ड है. 5 स्टेट शेयर बॉर्डर. उत्तर प्रदेश, उत्तराखंड, वेस्ट बंगाल, बिहार एंड सिक्किम. वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. उत्तर प्रदेश shares the longest border with Nepal. Again, very important. Which Indian state shares the longest border with Nepal? Uttar Pradesh. Nepal's largest trade partner, India. Lumbini, Gautam Buddha's birthplace, is located in Nepal. Asha, tell me, if I'll ask you a GK question, you guys tell me, where did Gautam Buddha ji attain salvation? Enlightenment, sorry. Where did he get enlightenment? बताओ. Let's see if you guys know the answer. बच्चों मेरे. हाँ जी वैष्णवी.
Bodh Gaya.
Very good, very good, very good. Okay, and where did he deliver his first sermon? बताओ. First sermon.
Sarnath.
Sarnath. Yes, very good, Vaishnavi. Some tree. Yes, 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 yes. It's in Bodh Gaya. Under the people tree. ठीक है? See, not tree. You have to answer Bodh Gaya. ठीक है? The India-Nepal Treaty of Peace and Friendship of 1950 forms the bedrock of special relations that exist between India and Nepal. ठीक है? So in the India-Nepal Treaty that exists, where it is, ठीक है? From 1950, it was like a mutual treaty between the countries. We will have good relations with each other. There is this Treaty of Sugauli also. ठीक है? It is also very important. It is a treaty between India and Nepal. There was a dispute between two rivers with the two countries with respect to river of Mahakali, water of Mahakali river. So it was through this treaty of Sugoli that the dispute was resolved. ठीक? पहले बताओ, is it clear? Is the previous news clear to everybody? कोई doubt है? Siri, Arpita. Class has left the class. बच्चों अच्छा just let me know one thing. जब वो क्लास होती है लीगल की, how many students do you have in the class usually? In legal. फाइव. अच्छा, तो आप लोग को 5 का ही बैच है. ठीक है, चलो, ओके ओके. सो द सेकेंड न्यूज ऑफ द डे इज खेलो इंडिया वाटर स्पोर्ट्स फेस्टिवल. ठीक है, it is the first ever. So this is the reason that this is very important this year. It is the first ever consolidated national level open age competition. ठीक है, first ever consolidated. What do we mean consolidated? That then a lot of water sports will happen under the same roof. ठीक है, under the same roof, a lot of water sports will happen. ठीक, नेशनल लेवल ऑब्वियसली ओपन एज कंपटीशन, आज दिन की ऐसा नहीं है कि 15 साल वाले विल कॉम्पीट विद 15 साल वाले, 15 साल वाले कैन कम्पीट इवन विद 21 साल वाले लोग. ठीक है, फीचरिंग कायाकिंग एंड रोइंग. फीचरिंग कायाकिंग एंड रोइंग मींस दीस आर जस्ट 2 एग्जांपल्स. देयर आर a lot of water sports. Has set a new chapter in the history of water sports in the country. The venue for the water sports festival is the Lake, Jammu and Kashmir. Dates August 21 to 23, 2025. Organized by the Jammu and Kashmir Sports Council under the supervision of the Sports Authority of India. ठीक है. Now if we talk about the leading states are MP, Odisha and Kerala. ठीक है, MP the first one, ये हो चुका है. Why? Because August 21, 23. So the results are also before us. Odisha the second one and Kerala is the third one. The top 3 states in the Khelo India Water Sports Festival. पहले बताओ, are we clear till here everybody? कोई doubt है? Sorry. Now, second Khelo India event in Kashmir after the Khelo India Winter Games in Gulmarg. ठीक है, तो Khelo India Winter Games happened this year only in January, but where? Gulmarg. So it is the second Khelo India event that is happening in Kashmir after the Khelo India Winter Game in Gulmarg. ठीक है, about Khelo India. Launched by the Indian government in 2017, Khelo India aims to revitalize the nation's sporting culture by engaging children at the grassroots level and enhancing infrastructure and academics for various sports. तो ठीक है, देखो, when it comes to Olympics, national level games, we have a lot of them in the country. So the government gives good incentives to people, like in the sense that students are उनको फोर्स किया जाता है कि तुम खेलो, तुम ओलंपिक्स जाओगे, तुम ये नेशनल लेवल गेम में जाओगे. बट एट द ग्रास रूट लेवल ऑल्सो वी शुड हैव दिस टेंडेंसी कि ठीक है, नॉट ओनली दीज गेम्स बट वी प्ले फॉर other level as well. That is the reason this Khelo India was created. Launched by the Indian government in 2017, Khelo India aims to revitalize the nation's sporting culture by engaging children at the grassroots level. कि ठीक है, उन्हें बचपन से ही you can force them कि ठीक है, game खेलो, and even you can go to Olympics and every other sport, but it should start with Khelo India also. अब ये नहीं है कि हर कोई उठ के चला जा रहा है. You compete, interstate competition वगैरह होता है, then you go to the Khelo India sports, and enhancing infrastructure and academics for various sports, so that even these games, children who are playing, they can be given good infrastructure for playing games. ठीक, पहले बताओ ये point clear हुआ या नहीं? Everybody? अर्पिता, सकेता? ठीक है. The Khelo India Water Sports Festival is organized under the government's Khelo Bharat initiative. Basically, they want to promote sports so that everybody plays. First initiative, Khelo India School Games in New Delhi. So the first initiative that the government has, taken in this respect, with respect to Khelo Bharat initiative, the first initiative was Khelo India School Games. ठीक है, तो basically there were school children who played the games in New Delhi. The Indian Olympic Association joined in 2019. So there is this Indian Olympic Association which joined this Khelo India initiative. The games were renamed to Khelo India Youth Games. Obviously, it's a youth game. ठीक? Everybody. The first Khelo India Youth Games, Pune. Now, why it is Pune? पीछे तो लिखा था कि दिल्ली में हुआ था। एवरीबडी टेल मी। यहाँ लिखा है फर्स्ट खेलो इंडिया यूथ गेम्स दिल्ली, सॉरी पुणे, पर अभी तो हमने पढ़ा है कि दिल्ली में हुआ था। एवरीबडी टेल मी। बताओ, बाय पुणे, वाई नॉट दिल्ली? अभी तो वी जस्ट रेड नो। नो सीरी, पहले वाला वॉज, वेट, पहले वाला वॉज खेलो इंडिया स्कूल गेम्स इन 2018 in New Delhi, but then Indian Olympic Association joined. It was renamed as Khelo India Youth Games. Name was changed after the Indian Olympic Association joined the Khelo Bharat initiative. Then it was Khelo India Youth Games. So the first Khelo India Youth Games was in Pune in 2019. Clear है सबको? Everybody clear? ठीक है। The Khelo India movement introduced the Khelo India Youth Games. ठीक है। So the movement was, then there was Khelo India Youth Games, then Khelo India University Games, basically at the university level, then Khelo India Winter Games as an annual national sports events where youth from various states and universities showcase their skills and compete for medals. ठीक। Another new addition to Khelo India is the Khelo India Beach Games. ये new addition है recently which took place in Diu in May 2025. Diu में हुआ था। ठीक। Khelo India Youth Games 2025 was held in Bihar. This one was in Bihar. This one will be in Rajasthan in November. Winter Games was held where? Tell me. बताओ, खेलो इंडिया विंटर गेम्स बताओ। आई एम वेटिंग। कश्मीर, यस साकेता, वेरी गुड बच्चों। अभी तो पढ़ा था हमने 2 सेकंड पहले मेरे बच्चों। सेकंड खेलो इंडियन इंडिया इन कश्मीर आफ्टर द खेलो इंडिया विंटर गेम्स इन गुलमर्ग। वेरी गुड साकेता। The Khelo India Centers Initiative, part of the Khelo India State Centers of Excellence scheme, focuses on strengthening sports infrastructure so that players in the country have better sports infrastructure at the grassroots level in India. कि मतलब छोटे छोटे शहरों के भी लोग खेलने जाएं, grassroots level पे भी people, you know, if they have skill for a particular sport, they can showcase their skill. ठीक है? पहले बताओ, क्लियर है सबको? Everybody? ठीक है। चलो, बिफोर वी बिगिन विद दिस न्यूज, आई हैव अ क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम ऑल ऑफ यू। एक चीज बताओ कि अगर दो कंट्रीज की कॉमन करेंसी होगी तो व्हाट विल बी द बेनिफिट्स ऑफ दैट कॉमन करेंसी? मतलब क्या बेनिफिट होगा उन कंट्रीज को इफ देयर इज अ कॉमन करेंसी बिटवीन टू डिफरेंट कंट्रीज? Easy trade, very good Arpita, very good bacha. Easy trade, the first and the foremost benefit that will be there, that there will be easy trades. Then there will be boost in tourism. ठीक है? कि obviously if you can, you know, you don't have to worry for a lot of forex, that is करेंसी एक्सचेंज। आप ऐसे ही जाओ, आराम से घूमो। ट्रेड के लिए भी यू डोंट नीड एनी करेंसी। तो ठीक है, दीज आर द बेनिफिट्स विच वी हैव इफ टू कंट्रीज शेयर कॉमन करेंसी। तो ठीक है। नाउ बच्चों, एवरीबडी, इन यूरोप वी हैव टोटल 28 कंट्रीज। द 28th member of the EU is क्रोएशिया। यूरोप नहीं, सॉरी, EU। ठीक है, यूरोपियन यूनियन। ठीक। नाउ the European Union allowed Bulgaria to become the 21st member of the Euro currency union. So, bachcho, this thing we have to see that just because you are EU does not mean that you will have euro as your currency. This is what I want to stress upon. कि देखो, only the 21st member Bulgaria has become. What about other members? This means that, for instance, Poland. ठीक है, Poland is also a part of the euro, but their currency is different. ठीक है. So just because you're a member of the Europe does not mean that you can be you can have your currency as euro. There are some conditions which your European Union prescribes, only then you can become a member, like your currency can be euro. The European Union allowed Bulgaria to become the 21st member of the Euro Currency Union, that is Eurozone. Eurozone किसको बोलते हैं? European Currency Union. The euro is a shared currency and monetary system launched in 1999 when 11 EU member countries irrevocably fixed their currencies to the euro. So basically it happened in 1999. It started in 1999 wherein 11 member countries agree कि let us have a common currency. फिर उन्होंने वही notes और coins भी छाप दिए. It is written as an accounting currency, then swapped out national notes and coins in 2002. ठीक है, तो ये 11 कंट्रीज ने मिलकर एक करेंसी कॉमन बनाई और उसके नोट्स और कॉइन्स भी आ गए. The EU established the European Central Bank to handle monetary policy. Basically, this is the central bank, which is the Central Bank of India. Everybody, which is the Central Bank of India? RBI, Sakita. Very good. ठीक है, तो just like we have RBI, EU का the central bank is EU. The EU established the European Central Bank to handle monetary policy and set interest rate benchmarks for member countries. ठीक है, to join Eurozone. Eurozone means that if you want to join that Euro currency union, if you want your euro to be your common currency, the countries must meet 4 criteria. The first one is low inflation. ठीक है, पहले तो inflation means महंगाई, it should be low. Keeping deficits and debt under control. तो ठीक है, that should be under control. There should be no deficit as well. Low long-term interest rates. Interest rate कम होना चाहिए and a stable exchange rate. This one we will see in the next slide. Countries must go through a 2-year waiting room in which their currency does not fluctuate excessively against the euro. ठीक है, now let's take this example. Let's talk about India. ठीक है बच्चों, when we talk about 1 euro is equals to 102 Indian rupee. ठीक. Now, if let's say India wants to join the Eurozone, obviously why would we, well, let's take this as an example. Now, European Union will put us under 2 years waiting period. They will observe our currency. Ki how is this rupee performing? Is it going 160, 170 अचानक से? Or is it going to 130 अचानक से? 80 अचानक से? This shows that the economy is unstable. ठीक है? If this is so, obviously, if you come to our country, even our economy will get unstable. ठीक है? So the point is कि if this happens, they will never allow you. So they give you a 2-year waiting period. They observe your currency with respect to EU, with respect to euro, how is your currency performing, and then they decide. Let us read this. Countries must go through a 2-year waiting room in which their currency does not fluctuate excessively against the euro. The process is meant to demonstrate that their economies are sustainably converging with that of the eurozone. ठीक है? Once the European Commission determines that requirements have been met, the member governments of the EU decide by what's called a qualified majority. ठीक है? Now, when all those 4 criteria have been met, whatever we have read, the member countries decide. They give a vote. Ki shall we include this country in the Eurozone or not? So the approval needs a minimum of 55 member of states. So अगर 28 लोग हैं तो इसमें से 55% have to vote in favor, representing 65% of the population. Basically this means कि ये नहीं कि छोटे छोटे लोगों ने वोट कर दिया 55%, इनमें से 55% तो लोग वोट करें ही करें, प्लस वो ऐसे 55% हो जो EU की 60% पॉपुलेशन को 65% पॉपुलेशन को रिप्रेजेंट करें. पहले बताओ यहाँ तक क्लियर है? मैं बस बोले ही जा रही हूँ. एवरीबडी टेल मी. पक्का? कोई डाउट है? कुछ भी है पूछो. डोंट हेजिटेट, आस्क. इज देयर एनी डाउट बच्चों? कोई डाउट है? नहीं है? सीरी, अर्पिता, सकीता, वैष्णव. आई थिंक आई हैव अ मैसेज. श्योर साकेत, I'll explain it again बच्चा. देखो 20, जस्ट एक्सप्लेन सेकेंड पॉइंट. हाँ ठीक है, दोनों को सेम डाउट है. ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है. देखो इट सेज 55% ऑफ द मेंबर स्टेट्स. ठीक, वेट बच्चों, इफ यू आस्क मी 28 का परसेंट का, व्हाट इज हैपनिंग. एक सेकेंड बच्चों. ठीक है, 28% का 55% कितना हुआ. 28 का, सॉरी 28 कंट्रीज है, इसका 55% कितना हुआ. इट इज लेट्स से 14.5. 14.5 कितना. ठीक है, ले लेते हैं इसको 14.5. मेरी मैथ्स थोड़ी खराब है. ठीक है, तो दीज एटलीस्ट मिनिमम ऑफ 55% कंट्रीज शुड वोट. ठीक है, इन मेजोरिटी कि हाँ ठीक है, हम इसको चाहते हैं कि ये यूरो जोन का मेंबर बन जाए. प्लस ये जो 14.5 है ना, ये वो कंट्रीज होनी चाहिए जो एटलीस्ट 65% को रिप्रेजेंट करे. लेट्स से इसमें बहुत छोटी छोटी कंट्रीज आ गई, छोटी 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 छोटी, जो सिर्फ 30% ऑफ द ईयू पॉपुलेशन को ही रिप्रेजेंट कर रही हैं. कहने को तो ये है 55% कंट्रीज का रिप्रेजेंटेशन, रिप्रेजेंटिंग 30% ऑफ द पॉपुलेशन. सो द नंबर शुड बी सच कि 14.5 तो वोट करें ही करें, बट ये 14.5 वो हो जो ईयू की 60% पॉपुलेशन को रिप्रेजेंट करे. इज इट क्लियर नाउ बच्चा. पक्का ना, डाउट है तो फिर से एक बार समझा दूंगी. पक्का. ठीक. So after joining, countries face rules limiting debt and deficits, that how can you trade, what should be your debt and all. So it is decided by EU. Those rules are intended to keep countries from running large deficits that could undermine the euro. So basically, आप ऐसा नहीं कर सकते हो कि that your country is in trade deficit because of which आपके यूरो के ही पैसे कम होते चले जा रहे हैं. तो now once you join the eurozone, you have to follow the rules of the EU. बताओ, क्लियर है सबको. क्लियर है. आज थोड़ी बोरिंग है मुझे लग रही है, मतलब ऑनेस्टली. आप लोग को लग रही है. बताओ बताओ बताओ. I'm so dead tired today. I've been taking classes since 1 in the morning. मतलब जान नहीं बची है मेरे शरीर के अंदर. बस तुम लोग को सब समझ आ जाए ना, तो बस मेरे लिए मेरी मेहनत सारी सक्सेसफुल हो जाएगी. तुम लोग को बस समझ आना चाहिए. ओके ओके ओके, मुझे बोरिंग लग रहा है, बहुत बोरिंग. 1 मिनट दो बच्चों, 2 मिनट ना, मैं बेड पे बैठती हूँ. 2 मिनट दो. बच्चों चलेगा अगर आज मैं ऐसे बैठ जाऊं. चलेगा. बहुत थक गई हूँ मैं, बहुत, मेरी बिल्कुल गर्दन बहुत दर्द हो रही है. चलेगा. ठीक है, चलो लेट अस बिगिन. थैंक यू साकेता, थैंक यू सीरी. ठीक है, नाउ द नेक्स्ट न्यूज इज तिरुभुवन सहकारी विश्वविद्यालय, इंडिया फर्स्ट कोऑपरेटिव यूनिवर्सिटी. यूनियन वुमेन, पहले बताओ गाइस, डू यू नो व्हाट इज अ कोऑपरेटिव. टेल मी, डू यू नो व्हाट इज अ कोऑपरेटिव. नो. सीरी, अर्पिता, साकेता, डू यू नो व्हाट इज अ कोऑपरेटिव. Saketa, tell me what it is. Tell me, बच्चा. So if I have to tell you, what is the cooperative? It's a multi-member organization or business. ठीक है? Oh, what is happening? Wait, huh? Now, एक मल्टी मेंबर बिजनेस या ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है जिसमें एवरीबडी इज द ओनर ऑफ द बिजनेस. दे वर्क फॉर म्यूचुअल बेनिफिट. अपने अपने बेनिफिट के लिए काम नहीं करते हैं. दे वर्क फॉर म्यूचुअल बेनिफिट, कि सबका भला हो. एक ऐसा बिजनेस खोलते हैं कि सबका भला हो, एंड यू गेट इट रजिस्टर्ड. अगर मनो कोऑपरेटिव्स एक्ट करके एक एक्ट होती है, व्हाटएवर यू वांट टू. ठीक है? तो दैट इज अ कोऑपरेटिव. पहले बताओ, क्लियर हुआ व्हाट इज अ कोऑपरेटिव? यस साकेता, वेरी गुड बच्चा, वेरी गुड. ठीक है. तो यूनियन होम एंड कॉर्पोरेशन, बेसिकली यूनिवर्सिटी का क्या पर्पज है? रिसर्च. Everything related to research, work, data analysis about cooperatives. Why? Obviously, cooperatives are businesses. The government wants to promote business. Obviously, business जब होगा तभी the country will get rich. ठीक है? So they want to boost cooperatives. जैसे entrepreneurship को हम बोलते हैं कि करो, वैसे similarly we want to boost this cooperatives. Union Home and Corporation Minister Amit Shah today laid the foundation stone of the country's first cooperative university, Tribhuvan Sehkari Vishwavidyalaya at Anand, Gujarat. Very important. Why? Because it is the first cooperative university. The university will do work like policy making, data analysis, cooperative development strategies, and research in the cooperative sector. तो policy making करेंगे, data analysis बड़ा key, how it can perform better, how it has been performing, what are the factors that make it better, cooperative development strategies, that how we can develop more cooperatives, and research in the cooperative sector. This will be the work of the university. Anand is also home to Amul. I hope everybody knows Amul. आप लोग को तो पता ही होगा, महाराष्ट्र में तो क्लोज बाई है, कि अमूल है जो वो वन ऑफ द बिगेस्ट कॉर्पोरेटिव है इंडिया का, एंड आनंद में है. ठीक है? क्लियर एवरीबडी? यहां तक कोई डाउट है किसी को? सबको क्लियर है? ठीक है. Launching a special course on cooperatives by the Central Board of Secondary Education. So basically, Amit Shah ji has actually launched a special course on cooperatives by CBSE. ठीक है? Now if they want, they can introduce it in curriculum as well. मतलब course launch कर दिया है. अब they want, if CBSE के schools want, they can launch it in their curriculum as well. Shah called for similar courses to be started by the state government as well. Now Amit Shah has actually urged the state governments कि आप भी ऐसे courses start करो. Tribhuvan Krishibhai Patel was a pioneer of the cooperative movement and a key figure behind foundation of Amul. So his name is important because he was the key figure behind Amul and one of the biggest personality when it comes to cooperatives. Clear है सबको? Obviously, the government wants to promote cooperative. Why? Ki you guys should come together, form businesses, get money to the economy, work for mutual benefit, and obviously the country will be rich. I hope everybody knows. एक चीज बताओ, क्या ये गवर्नमेंट सर्वेंट्स है कभी कंट्री को अमीर कर सकते हैं? Can these IAS judges can actually make the country is rich, or it is only the what do we say? The business which will make the country rich? Tell me. बताओ. Can you repeat the question? My question is, Bacha, can these IAS, DM, these judges, these public officers, they are holding this position, that these babus that we say, can they make the country rich, or is it the business which will make the country rich? That is my question. Common sense ka question. Business, very good. The business, the industries, the more we have in the country, we will be rich. So obviously, the purpose is कि cooperatives को promote करो, so that we can have more business in the country. Clear है सबको? यहाँ तक कोई doubt है बच्चों? Now, the foundation laying event held during Sardar Patel's 150th birth anniversary year also marked a key initiative in the International Year of Cooperatives. This 2025 has been declared to be the International Year of Cooperatives. ठीक है? By UN. Shah described it as the epicenter of Saikar se Samriddhi. ठीक है? Basically, prosperity through cooperation. You guys come together, form businesses, and develop the country. The university aims to train over 20 lakh cooperative professionals. बच्चों, am I audible? आवाज आ रही है? ठीक है. तो बेसिकली जो भी कोऑपरेटिव प्रोफेशनल्स हैं, स्पेशल specialized in dairy, fisheries, agriculture, they will be trained as well. So if somebody wants training in cooperatives, that is the platform, that is the university. The university aims to train over 20 lakh cooperative professionals in the next 5 years, including those from the dairy, fisheries, and agriculture credit. Matlab not only restricted to this, but any. The university will also establish a dedicated research and development council to drive innovation in the cooperative sector. ठीक है? So basically we'll have a research wing. मम्मी कुछ हुआ है सामने वहां बाहर. It will have a dedicated research wing, something happened just outside my house. वो एकदम से burst नहीं होता है of those electricity wires. So my mother got scared. ठीक है? तो dedicated research wing भी होगा to actually research about the cooperatives. The same thing, that how can they perform better. Dedicated research and development council to drive innovation in the cooperative sector. That how we can innovate the cooperative sector, particularly for rural communities. Additionally, the university will connect over 200 existing cooperative institutions within 4 years to strengthen the sector's educational framework. ठीक है? Additionally, the university will connect over 200 existing cooperative institutions. So whatever cooperative institutions we have at present, it will connect with them to strengthen the sector's educational framework, so that the educational framework of the cooperative sector is also enhanced. पहले बताओ, कोई डाउट है यहाँ तक बच्चों? हाँ जी, everybody. किसी को? Just give me a moment, guys. पक्का ना? पता नहीं मम्मी, आवाज तो आई. Now, next one. वीकली करंट अफेयर्स. ठीक है? पहले बताओ, आज तुम लोग को ऐसा तो नहीं लग रहा है बहुत सारे टॉपिक्स कवर हो गए? आज किए हमने, काफी किए हैं. एवरीबॉडी? बड़ी क्या हुआ? कुछ इशू है एवरीबॉडी? अच्छा बताओ, एवरीथिंग क्लियर टिल हियर एवरीबॉडी? बताओ सबको. अर्पिता क्लियर है ना बच्चा? Okay, great. Now some weekly current affairs from this week. Second. इसको कहाँ ले जाए? यहाँ ले जाए. ठीक है. Now, Northeast United won Asia's oldest football tournament, 134th Durand Cup. ठीक है? Bachcho, this is very important for GK. The direct ask you a question that Durand Cup is related to which sports? It is related to football. ये क्वेश्चन आता है. नॉर्थ ईस्ट यूनाइटेड हैज वन, जस्ट लाइक वी हैव Mumbai Indians, Royal Challengers Bangalore. Similarly, in football also we have these clubs. Northeast United has won the 134th Durand Cup. Durand Cup is related to football. Everybody clear with this point? Cheteshwar Pujara, he's a cricketer, I hope everybody knows, announced retirement from all formats of international cricket. He has announced retirement from all formats of international cricket. ठीक है, ये याद रखना, इंटरनेशनल क्रिकेट से रिटायर किया उसने. His biography, The Diary of a Cricketer's Wife, is authored by his wife Pooja Pujara. ठीक. Nepal is the 6th member to join the International Big Cats Alliance. Anybody who has an idea what this International Big Cats Alliance is about? Anybody? बताओ. Okay. International Big Cats Alliance was actually announced by Modi ji in Karnataka's Mysuru in 2023. It's basically lions, tigers. Yes, yes, yes. So International Big Cat Alliance is for preserving these big cat family. Lions, tigers, leopards. इसके लिए एक organization है, this alliance, that these countries come together and look after the ways through which these big cats can be preserved. Now Nepal has become the 6th member to join the International Big Cats Alliance. ठीक. INS Udayguri and INS Himgiri. पहले मुझे बताओ what is the full form for INS बच्चों? What is the full form for INS? Answer. And what do we mean by indigenously? ये दो बताओ. Everybody बताओ. Indian Navy ship. Yes, very good. Indian Navy ship. Very good बच्चों. INS is Indian Naval ship. INS Udayguri and INS Himgiri. ठीक है, जैसे अभी आप लोगों ने सुना होगा INS Virat was decommissioned. ठीक है, तो similarly new introduce हुए indigenously means home production. India has produced it in the country itself. ये नहीं है कि हमने बाहर से लियो, तो it is a home production. ठीक है, native production. Manufactured indigenously under Project 17 commissioned at Visakhapatnam. ठीक है, एवरीबडी पहले बताओ यहां तक कोई डाउट है किसी को? वैष्णवी क्लियर है बच्चा? ठीक है. National Sports Day observed on August 29 on occasion of hockey wizard Major Dhyan Chand. ठीक है. Now when do we observe National Sports Day? It is observed on August 29. बच्चों, this is also again very important. It is on whose remembrance? Hockey wizard Major Dhyan Chand birthday. ठीक है. Now if I have to ask you, this was recently named as Dhyan Chand. Earlier this sport, there was some sport which was named by a different award. Sorry, some award was named as a different, then it was made as Dhyan Chand Award. If anybody can tell me what was the earlier name? बताओ 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 बताओ. Is the question clear? There was some award which was known as dash dash dash, but now it is, my question is, there was this award which was named as, which was earlier named this dash, now it is named as Major Dhyan Chand Award. What was the name of that earlier award? Anybody? I love to ask questions. थोड़ा सा फिर interesting होती है. Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award. Very good, Arpita. We have it in the slides. Very good, bacha. In 2021, Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award was renamed as Major Dhyan Chand Khel Ratna Award. हाँ जी. Typhoon Khajiki, the name is important. पूछ लेते हैं बच्चों. In South China Sea has affected Thailand, China and Vietnam. So there has been a typhoon in South China Sea which has actually affected Thailand, China and Vietnam. पहले बताओ यहाँ तक सबको क्लियर है? कोई डाउट है? Gohar Sultana, noted Indian female cricketer, has announced retirement from all formats of cricket. ये इंपॉर्टेंट इसलिए हो सकता है बिकॉज बच्चों nobody remembers female cricketers name. So Gohar Sultana retired recently. She was associated with which sports? ठीक है, this will be a question. She was associated with cricket. That will be your answer. ठीक. Samanvay Shakti 25 exercise to improve coordination between the Indian Army and civil agencies was recently conducted in Assam and Manipur. So what happens, bachcho? Remember when there was this war-like situation between India and Pakistan, a lot of mock drills were being conducted so that the civilians are prepared. If something happens, क्या करना चाहिए? You guys remember? बताओ, याद है? तो ऑब्वियसली वी आर इन दैट बैकड्रॉप ओनली. तो अब क्या हुआ है, देर इज दिस एक्सरसाइज समन्वय शक्ति 25 टू इंप्रूव कोऑर्डिनेशन बिटवीन द इंडियन आर्मी एंड सिविल एजेंसीज. सिविल एजेंसीज कौन कौन सी होती है, लाइक डीएम, एसपी, ऑल दिस. इन दोनों की एक एक्सरसाइज हुई है in Assam and Manipur to improve coordination. If something, some emergency like situation, war-like situation happens, so how these Indian army and civil agencies together will actually help civilians? How will they protect the civilians? Clear? Is this point clear, everybody? सबको क्लियर है ना? ठीक है. Kursk nuclear power plant was recently attacked by Ukraine that was fears of nuclear radiation. ठीक. There is this Kursk nuclear power plant was recently attacked by Ukraine. Now my question to you is, ये लोग सोचेंगे मैम कितने क्वेश्चन करती है, but I love, ठीक है, so that you guys even use your brain. Kursk nuclear power plant कहाँ है? हिंट लो. मैं बताऊंगी मुझे पता है, but तुम लोग हिंट लो. सॉरी, बताओ. कोई चीटिंग नहीं करेगा, कोई भी चीटिंग नहीं करेगा. ठीक है. Right. Russia. Very good. I hope you guys are aware of the fact that there is a war going on between Russia and Ukraine. So Ukraine has actually attacked this Kursk nuclear power plant, which is in Russia. It has around 4 nuclear reactors. तो इन्होंने इसको अटैक किया है, ठीक है. ISRO will launch its heaviest rocket lunar module launch vehicle. बच्चों आप लोगों ने PSLV और GSLV सुना है? सुना है PSLV GSLV? सुना है ना PSLV GSLV? ठीक. SLV satellite launch vehicle, polar satellite launch vehicle. This is geo something launch vehicle. अभी I'm not able to recall the name. Geo something. ठीक है. I'll just tell you right now. Just give me a moment. मैं उसका नाम भूल जाती हूँ हमेशा. The name is quite complicated. Yes, geosynchronous. Very good series. Geosynchronous launch vehicle. मैं हमेशा ही भूल जाती हूँ, even if I research it 1000 times. ठीक है. So similarly, there is one other launch vehicle that is being manufactured by ISRO, that is Lunar Module Launch Vehicle. It will eventually be a part of India's first manned mission. So basically, in 2014, we are going to have a manned mission to to the moon, wherein this heaviest rocket will be used. It will launch its heaviest lunar model launch vehicle to actually take these people to the moon. First, which is the first manned mission of India? If anybody can tell me, first manned mission of India. बताओ. बताओ. फर्स्ट मैन मिशन ऑफ इंडिया बच्चों. हाँ जी वैष्णवी.
Gaganyaan.
वेरी गुड वैष्णवी. यस, द फर्स्ट मैन्ड मिशन ऑफ इंडिया इज गगनयान. ठीक है. इट विल, आई थिंक इट्स इन 2027 और समथिंग लाइक दिस. देखो गगनयान प्लान व्हेन. 2027. yes. ठीक है. So it's in 2027 that we'll have a first manned mission to गगनयान. किसके लिए? Let's see if you guys can answer. कहाँ जाएंगे वो मैन? बताओ. मैम कितने क्वेश्चन करती हैं पागल. दिस इज मून, नॉट मून. गगनयान में मून पे थोड़ी ना जा रहे हैं. तुम लोग तो मुझे भी कंफ्यूज कर देते हो. मुझे कभी कभी लगता है कि ऐसा तो नहीं मैं ही गलत बता रही हूँ. मून, मून क्यों बोल रहे हो? स्पेस. गगनयान इज फॉर स्पेस, नो एवरीबडी. अरे यार, वेयर इज माई पेन? क्लियर? स्पेस वाला क्लियर है सबको पॉइंट? लास्ट वाला पॉइंट, कैन यू गाइस सी इट ऑन द पीपीटी? दिख रहा है या फिर आई शुड रीड इट फ्रॉम माई फोन? कैन यू सी द लास्ट पॉइंट ऑन द स्क्रीन? दिख रहा है आप लोगों को? नो? नो राइट, आई रीड इट फ्रॉम हियर। ठीक है, 14th एक्सरसाइज मैथ 3। मैथ 3 से तुम लोग को पता चल जाना चाहिए बिटवीन इंडिया एंड थाईलैंड। ठीक है, exercise math 3 MAITRI between India and Thailand was held from 14th September at Meghalaya's Umrai। ठीक है, कुछ है, एक सेकेंड रुको। अरे अरे अरे, कहाँ गया? एक्सरसाइज का मतलब आप लोग को पता है ना बच्चों, मिलिट्री एक्सरसाइज। ठीक है, इट्स अ जॉइंट मिलिट्री एक्सरसाइज बिटवीन इंडिया एंड थाईलैंड। नाम याद रखना, दैट मैथ 3 is a joint military exercise between which two countries? It is between India and Thailand। ठीक, क्लियर? बताओ बच्चों, कोई डाउट है? हाँ जी मेरे बच्चों, कोई डाउट? पक्का क्लियर? ठीक है, फिर आज की क्लास एंड करते हैं। लेट्स मीट ऑन नेक्स्ट वेडनेसडे। ठीक है, बट वी विल ट्राई कि हर हफ्ते देयर शुड